I just want to lock in these winter months. Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. I'm just having a very cozy, chill Saturday today. I started my Saturday with the run club. We ran a 5K, got some cafecitos, and yapped, of course. And I actually PR'd again this week in the 5K, so I'm super proud of myself for that. I feel like I'm really taking care of my body with like recovery. I'm just really enjoying pushing myself with running and also being a part of the run club. It's just having that community is just so fun. It's just the best way to start the weekend. Came back, showered, and I'm just kind of easing into my day. And I just finished The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I don't know if you can tell by my body language when I was reading, but I am unwell. I have so many emotions going on right now. I don't like know how to process it. And you guys know by now, I like to sleep with my rating, so I'm not gonna give out a hard rating right now, but it's giving minimum 4.5 stars, minimum. And honestly, I'm a little confused as to why people have rated this book so low on like Goodreads. I kept seeing kind of the same comments about like, it was hard to get through the first 100 pages, it was slow. I don't know, I feel like I'm also just more patient with books, like the first 100 pages, because I know that we need to set up the world, we need to set up the plot line that's happening, but even then, I didn't even think it was slow, like at all. There was not a point in this book that I was like itching to get through or like just getting impatient with. If anything, I thought this book went by way too fast. And typically I don't care for books that flip from past to present. It just kind of seems boring, but this one, I was intrigued the whole time. It felt like every chapter had a lesson in it. There are a lot of parts in this book that I actually underlined because the writing style is just so beautiful. I was captivated from chapter 1 all the way to the end. Also, the last 20%, I was just so emo. There were times where I wanted to tear up because it was just so crazy what was happening. But I don't know, I have a lot of emotions about this one. And I really want to read more books by V.E. Schwab. She has just an incredible writing style. And I really love that the chapters are short. So the dopamine I was getting from finishing each chapter was pretty rewarding. I think the longest chapter was like maybe 5 pages, maybe. So it just feels like you're kind of getting through the book at a faster rate. I just do not like when books have really long chapters for no reason. She doesn't over explain things, which is nice. And you guys, the stories in here are just like devastating, but also just so beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. I'm so emo right now. I don't want to get into it. I want to articulate a well thought out review because this book just truly deserves it. Very glad that I started out my new year with Heartless Hunter, which was January book of the month for book club, and then also this book. Like 2 bangers in a row. I fear my standards are very high now. We're making our way through my January TBR. The next book I'm going to read is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I'm so excited for this one. I've been thoroughly enjoying my time reading the Harry Potter series. I've been getting through them. This book is fat though, but I'm really excited. Stakes are getting higher, world is getting darker, things are getting just a lot more intense. So that is my next read. it looks a little questionable, but lately I've really been into Chipotle style bowls. There's a lot of protein, vegetables, carbs, and it tastes good. And it's something that I can eat on repeat and I just feel really good about it. I'm also drinking my liquid IV so that way I can restore my electrolytes and not get a headache and fall asleep today. I started my Sunday with a long run. And I was like really fighting whether or not I wanted to. But I'm really trying to lock in, do things that are uncomfortable and do them at times where I really do not feel like doing it. Take a shot every time I say doing. But after I was done reading this morning, I was just chilling in my reading chair and I was like, okay, this kind of feels like a test because today could either go one or two ways. I could have a really lazy Sunday and like be okay with it, but also have some sort of regret with like not moving my body at all, or I can just suck it up. And if I'm gonna be uncomfortable with where I'm at, I might as well be uncomfortable outside, like working towards a goal. So that is the route that I chose today, and I'm very thankful that I chose it because I'm not gonna be able to achieve the goals that I set for myself if I am constantly talking myself out of it, or I don't always feel the motivation to do it. Like I just need more discipline. Just do it even when I don't feel like getting out of the house. I pushed myself to run 7 miles this morning, and my goal is to end the week running cumulative 20 or more miles, and I hit that. I believe I'm at like 20 point something miles. It's just a goal that I set for myself, and I'm really proud that I did it, even though I didn't feel like doing anything today. And honestly, today did not feel bad at all. Like I felt like I still had some gas in the tank to keep going. I feel like my body has been recovering well, and I think a lot of it has to do with what I am eating. And a big focus for me is to eat to nourish and to really be mindful of what I'm consuming. Meals like this with good protein, carbs, and veggies have been really making the difference in my wellness journey. I don't feel sluggish, and I actually feel like the energy that I'm getting out of it. It's hard to explain, but like the past 2 weeks, I've really been focusing on what I'm eating, and I feel that I'm really reaping the rewards of it, of just being really mindful of what I'm putting into my body. So I definitely felt it on today's run. I felt like I had more gas in the tank. I felt really energized once I got over the mental block of like running. And also the thing that I kept repeating to myself was that your new life or your dream life is going to cost you your old one, and these old habits of talking myself out of things is just not going to get me anywhere. And if I want significant results, I cannot be doing the same thing that got me to this point. So I just kept like telling myself that as like an affirmation almost. I know it may seem small, like it's just a run, it's not that deep, but to me it is everything, because it's just these small habits that will make really big changes in the long run. So I'm proud of myself. I PR'd in Run Club yesterday, and then I PR'd today in my 10K. I'm slowly shaving down my pace, which has been really cool to see. I'm really just focused on mileage and how my body is feeling with everything that I'm doing outside of running, like my eating, my sleeping, and recovery. So yeah, that was a very great start to my Sunday. But anyways, I'm just gonna eat my lunch and probably watch some Yellowstone, and then just honestly hop on the laptop the rest of the day and really prepare for the week. I wanted to go to the coffee shop and read, but they close at 2 p.m. and that's really early. It's already 12:15, and I wanted to get ready and be cute, and that would take me like 30 minutes minimum. So I don't really want to do all that just to spend less than an hour at the coffee shop. We're just gonna have a chill day at home. morning, besties. I just finished getting ready for the day. I'm having such a great start to the new week. I made a little schedule last night, like timestamped of what I wanted my morning to look like today to just start the week off on such a good note. And I'm so proud of myself because I stuck to my schedule. So it just feels so good to have a unreactive morning. Like I just felt like I did everything that I wanted to do for me before I would get into my actual like work day. Anyways, I need to run some errands for my boyfriend's company. I'll probably do some work at his office, and then while I'm out and about, I maybe want to stop at Barnes & Noble. I don't know yet. I really don't need to buy a new book, but I haven't bought a new book in a long time. I'm just kind of fiending. And I think I want to buy one of my books from my nonfiction TBR. I'm not gonna lie, I've been really craving just like knowledge. I love my fantasy world, don't get me wrong. I mentioned in my previous vlog that I want to be hot and smart. You know, hot girls read, but hot girls also read nonfiction. I just want to be an intellectual girly, okay? I just realized one of the books on my nonfiction TBR is in fact fiction. But it reads like nonfiction, is what they're saying. I really don't need 3 books right now. This is also fiction. Okay, I just got out of Barnes and I got my first book off of my nonfiction TBR. Trying to enter my hot girl era, not just consuming fantasy all the time. I just want to be more aware of like what's going on in the world. Another thing is like I really want to provide value in conversations that are about real world things, and so I'm really excited to read this book because essentially the blurb about this is that the author Naomi Klein turns her focus on how today's turbulent politics and technology have distorted our shared reality. Klein delves into our current societal afflictions, conspiracy theories, anti-vax wellness influencers, the divisive politics of identity, and of the climate crisis. Doppelganger. It's kind of giving Black Mirror vibes, except real life. So I'm really excited to read this. Also, the cover is just so cool to me. Also excited for my other purchase. I got a pen loop for my journal. I thought we could put it on together because I'm constantly having to bring my pen like separately with my journal. I thought it would just be a lot easier having it clipped on. So let's just put it on together. Comes like this. I chose this really cute purple color to accent my pink journal. I just stuck it on like this. Stop! I'm obsessed! It's really just the little things that give me so much joy. Oh my gosh, it's so cute! And I love the purple color. Yeah, I had such a lovely solo date at Barnes. I spent about like an hour just wandering through all the... I haven't been in a minute, and just something about a bookstore that just does it for me every single time. And then the little like Onyx Storm decorations. Oh my gosh, I am literally so terrified for Onyx Storm. I have high hopes for the book, but I fear that it's just not gonna deliver. I don't know why. I just have this feeling because it's only book 3 out of the 5. And I don't know. I just really hope it delivers. Nonetheless, I'm so excited, and seeing all those decorations at Barnes got me so excited. I already pre-ordered my book and it comes in on the 21st, but I'm not reading Onyx Storm until the 25th with my best friend. We're going a little besties book retreat. But I was like, what are the odds I ask someone to take me to the stockroom so I can see the books? But also my best friend texted me and she said that people posted the ending of Onyx Storm on TikTok. So I'm actually gonna log off on like all my short form socials because 1, limit my screen time, but 2, I just do not want to be spoiled. Like if I get spoiled, I will actually beat someone up. I'll actually get in a fight because that is just so irritating to me. I'm getting all mad for no reason right now. But yeah, I had such a lovely time at Barn. I'm so excited to start my first nonfiction book of my TBR. So another thing that I really want to work on this year of like entering my winter arc, but not like just my winter arc. A huge goal of mine this year is to just be very consistent with YouTube. Last year, I did not miss one single Sunday upload, and I want to keep it that way. I think I want to keep my upload day to Sunday, but let me know if you guys have a different day that you prefer. Like, what is your usual YouTube day? Like for me, my YouTube day when I watch my favorite YouTubers, it's always either Saturdays or Sunday. Those are my favorite days to consume long form content. Anyways, I absolutely adore YouTube. Like YouTube is my favorite platform of all time. And I want to just like continue being consistent with uploading to my channel. So I thought we could have a little editing session together. And I want to show you guys my current desk setup. Disregard the mess in the back. I finally set up my office space, even though we've been living here now since August. That's crazy. Time is just flying by, but we've been here for a minute now. If you guys don't know, my boyfriend and I like grew up basically in Oregon. We went to high school together. And then we decided to move to Vegas last year. We were there for like 9 or 10 months. And then we found that it just wasn't for us. And I just genuinely was not happy there, and neither was he. So we moved back to Oregon. And this is like the most happy and peaceful I've ever been in my life. Like it's just crazy how much your environment affects you. But it's just taking me so long for me to set up the guest bedroom and like make it into a cozy little productive office space. But yeah, I thought I'd give you guys a little desk tour. It's very unfinished, it's very basic right now, but it's been really helping me stay productive. And I also got some new blue light glasses. Like I'm living for the chunky frame. It's so cute. I wanted to give Edna Mode vibes, and so I think I achieved that. So if I had like an actual bob. But anyways, I'll show you my little setup. Inception vibes. I'm actually editing this very vlog that you're watching right now. I'm behind with my filming and editing schedule, so I'm posting in real time, and I do not like doing that. I hate posting in real time because it's just a little bit stressful especially for long form content. This is my monitor. This is from my old job. Shout out to my corporate job that allowed me to keep it. Also, I have my actual laptop here with my laptop stand. Laptop stand is clutch if you like to use your actual laptop as a screen, but most of the time I actually work with it off, and I just work off of the one screen, especially if I'm editing. Like I don't want to be distracted with a different screen. So I just love the flexibility of having a monitor and my headphones. I have my Apple keyboard. Eventually I want to upgrade to an ergonomic keyboard, but this is just what I've had for years, and it just goes with my aesthetic. This black keyboard is just really doing it for me. And then my mouse, this is an ergonomic mouse. This is the Logi mouse. I'll make sure to link it below. If you work from home or if you're on your laptop a lot, I really recommend it. It like perfectly forms to my hand, and there's just a lot of functions that you can program it for. I typically don't have my cameras out. They're usually in my tech bin, but I was using footage from my little action camera. I have all of these SD cards in here. This is my literal lifeline. Without these, nothing would operate. And then my favorite hand cream of all time, this little mushroom lamp that this camera isn't really picking up well. Both of these containers are from Muji. They're super cheap. I really recommend them. My Muji pen, which I need to restock on. I have a little chair for my phone. Just put it up like this, and it's just cute. She's convenient. I got this from IKEA. I think it's literally under $5. I have my little Rare Beauty Post-it. So basically the same setup that I had when I was in Vegas, if you were watching around that time. Also the same desk. This is from Flexi Spot. It has a drawer. I love the functions. I have it on settings for a stand-up desk as well as sitting down. And it's all electronic, and I have some ports here as well. But yeah, that is my really simple desk setup. finished editing parts of this vlog. I'm just gonna unwind for the night, shower, read, and go to sleep early because I'm trying to continue the habit of waking up early. I really feel like I'm in my winter arc era. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. And so I wanted to give some insider information for the ones that stuck around to the end of the video. I signed up for a marathon. If you're new here, I started my running journey back in October of 2024. So literally just recently. Ran my first half marathon in December. From then on, I've just really enjoyed the challenge of running. And also one of my big goals this year is to complete a marathon. I knew this was a huge goal of mine, but I just hadn't decided on when I wanted to actually complete it because it's a very daunting goal to me. And I love the idea of running a marathon, but actually signing up for one was like really intimidating. So I was thinking of doing the Portland Marathon in October, and one of my running buddies signed up for a marathon in April. And to me, that was just like so soon. I was like, that's crazy. I would need like 6 months of training. Like I'm just not mentally prepared to do that right now. But then she convinced me because she was like, the time is gonna pass anyway. Like I might as well spend these next 4 months locking in training, sticking to the training schedule. And I was like, you know what? You're so right. Like there's no point in dragging it out and waiting all the way till the end of the year, because by that time I will probably lose the motivation to do it and then just push it off. So I decided to also sign up for the April marathon. It's gonna be in Eugene, and it's like the famous like Nike Eugene marathon here in Oregon. And I am terrified. Okay, also first of all, who is gonna tell me marathons are so expensive? Like, why do I need to pay that much money just to run? Sign up was $150. Excuse me? You know how many books that is? That's what was going through my mind. I was like, wow, I could really use a $150 shopping spree to go to the bookstore or to go shopping for clothes. But it's fine. I'm investing in myself. I'm also going in with the reasoning that I'm paying $150 to invest in myself by putting like something at stake. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. If I say I'm gonna do something, I am down to put the money down because that means I need to lock in, because I'm not trying to lose $150 from not showing up. So that was just the push that I needed. So yeah, I am scheduled to run a marathon in April. I already made my training schedule, like breaking down each week on what I need to work on, along with strength training, Legree mixed in, just to keep my body healthy, moving. And the first 4 weeks actually I need to average around 20 to 25 miles per week. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot more running content in my vlogs just because it's gonna become like a big part of my life now. I'm gonna have to squeeze in hour runs, 2-hour runs, 2.5-hour runs. And obviously I'm gonna take the besties through my journey. As scared as I am very excited because it's just gonna test me. It's gonna test my discipline, and I'm also not one to shy from a challenge. So my running buddy texting me that and like getting me hyped up, saying like the time is gonna pass anyways, like you're so right, girl. Like why am I trying to push it off? It's just not gonna happen if I keep pushing it off. Rather pass this winter months by training, investing into myself, and showing up on these really brutal, hard winter days. Like winter is just so hard for me to show up for myself because it's gloomy out. I don't want to wake up early. I'm freezing all the time, so it deters me from going outside. But I'm almost done with 2 weeks of training. I've already seen significant changes in my mindset and also my body. I'm sleeping a lot earlier. Like I'm really prioritizing my recovery and my rest. I'm also really prioritizing my consumption, what I'm eating. And I mentioned earlier that I can definitely feel the difference when I fuel my body with good food, because I don't feel as gassed during the run, and I genuinely feel like it makes a huge difference. I don't feel sluggish. I don't have that brain fog. And yeah, my body is just recovering really well. I don't feel super sore. I don't have any injuries right now. So knock on wood, I stay healthy. Yeah, I am just so excited to take you guys along through this journey because it's definitely gonna be a challenge and I am welcoming it. I am looking forward to it. I just want to lock in these winter months, you know, really just lock in, focus up, reap the rewards come April, just get that huge goal under my belt. Yeah, if you made it to the end of this vlog and heard me yap about my new adventure, thank you for being a safe space for me to tell you my goals. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment down below a little running emoji, just to give me the pep in my step for my run tomorrow, and also to make me feel like I'm not just talking into the void. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Love you, bye.